Now, I know that Memorial Day is officially coming to a close in about 30 minutes where I live. But for those of you who don't really know the true and full story, well, I got it for you at blackentrepreneur.history.com. Even with the news clipping. The title of the article is called Memorial Day, originally called Decoration Day, founded by Black Americans. And just in case you haven't seen it before, I went ahead and posted the newspaper clipping, okay? So you can see the original founding of Decoration Day, which is now known as Memorial Day. The ceremonies of the dedication of the grounds where are buried 257 Union soldiers took place in the presence of an immense gathering yesterday. Fully 10,000 persons were present, mostly of the colored population. The ground had been previously laid out, the mounds of the graves newly raised, and a fine, substantial fence erected around the enclosure by 24 colored men, friends of the martyrs, and members of the Patriotic Association of Colored Men. The exercises on the ground commenced with the reading of a psalm, singing a hymn, followed by a prayer. The procession was formed shortly after 9 o'clock and made a beautiful appearance, nearly everyone present bearing a handsome bouquet of flowers. The colored children, about 2,800 in number, marched first over the burial ground, strewing the graves with their flowers as they passed. Now, that's only a clip of the original article that was written in 1865 on May 1st. I'm sorry, May 2nd, because you know papers are printed a day after. Now, some people want to know, why was Decoration Day changed to Memorial Day? Well, that happened after the First World War, and the government did it. And they wanted to expand it to honor all the soldiers who were fallen in the United States of America. But Decoration Day was a little bit different. Even though Memorial Day extended it to all soldiers, Decoration Day was different. And it possibly should have been left Decoration Day and they should have just made another day as Memorial Day. But then that's just my thought, because Decoration Day was for the Union troops. It wasn't for the Confederate troops. It was for the Union troops. And it commemorated what they did. Okay, they were fighting in the Civil War. Okay, and that's why I think it should have remained Decoration Day. But it's okay. As long as we know the history of it. It wasn't celebrating the Confederacy, the Confederate fallen soldiers. They were honoring the Union soldiers. That is very clear in history. Now, why is it called Decoration Day? Well, because they decorated the graves, and it was beautiful. It was a mound of roses. When there were 10,000 people that attended the first decoration, and they mostly were Black Americans, and almost everybody had bouquets. So imagine 10,000 people putting flowers on graves, on 257 graves. There were piles of roses, and I'm not just saying roses. That's what the article that recorded it said. The graves at the close of the procession had the appearance of a mass of roses. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a beautiful ceremony held by Black Americans in honor of those who helped them gain their freedom. So at the close of this Memorial Day, just remember that was the original day. In 1865, the month of May in Charleston, South Carolina, we honored the troops, the Union troops, who gave their lives for our freedom, Black American freedom. And it has now been extended to Memorial Day, where we recognize and honor all the fallen troops who gave their lives for the country's freedom.